I'm not joking when I say this. I think the Dallas Mavericks had the worst season of any team in the history of basketball. Outside of maybe. Actually, you know what? The Clippers fired Donald Sterling at the end of the season. So, like, they fired him at the end of the season. So, obviously, maybe 2014 season. But, like, maybe, like, this is so bad, it is worse than the current season the Phoenix Suns had. The Phoenix Suns have the highest payroll in the history of the NBA. No first round picks for another 7 years. And as well as that, they've got 1.5 tradable assets. They're going to have to trade Booker and KD this summer. Realistically, they're going to have to trade Booker as well to try find some way of getting their picks back and go into full tank mode. Do what the Brooklyn Nets have done. They had to trade, make some mad trades to get their own picks back. Realistically, that's it. That is what the Phoenix Suns have to do. And the Phoenix Suns still have had a significantly better season than Dallas Mavericks. Mavs season review. Luka by the way, they are what? Third? I think they're like, what, 2 games off? I'm pretty sure they're 2 games off the second seed, by the way. And they were the second seed at Christmas when Luka Doncic got injured. And Luka Doncic was getting ready to come back in like 10 days. So Luka gets traded. They trade Quentin Grimes, who goes and averages 22 points per game for the Sixers, for Caleb Martin. And I understand Quentin Grimes was not going to do this in Dallas. I understand that. But Caleb Martin got a big contract off a fluke playoff run 2 years ago. Fans protest Luka. Anthony Davis gets hurt in his debut, only plays 9 games, albeit Anthony Davis played pretty well when he played, I'll be honest there, other than against LA. Fans escorted out. Yeah, if you had a fire Nico sign, you got escorted out of the game. Kyrie Irving tears his ACL because he has to play 40 minutes a game post Luka. Kyrie and AD play 3 quarters together. They raised their season ticket prices. Lively misses 46 games. And do you want to know what the bigger thing with Lively is? His career is cooked, man. His career is cooked. Luka Doncic can make Derek. I'm not joking. If I'm the Dallas Mavericks, I'm trying to get something from the Lakers. I'm just saying, you know what? Let's just cut our losses. Take Derek Lively. Because Derek Lively needs Luka. He needs Luka. Like, Derek Lively is one of those a lot of players in the NBA are system players. And all Derek Lively is good at is playing defense, catching lobs. You need a point guard to throw lobs. Daniel Gafford as well. There's a reason why no one thought anything of Daniel Gafford till he joined up with Luka Doncic. He missed games. PJ Washington missed games. Max Prosper ends up being out for the season. Luka has 45 points against him. And then Nico, the worst thing was last week, Nico Harrison, no regrets. The CEO compared it to the Monte Ellis for Andrew Bogut trade. The Monte Ellis for Andrew Bogut trade. I'm sorry. Andrew Bogut, I'm just putting this out there. Do you want to know what happened 2 years before the Monte Ellis trade? Andrew Bogut was 3rd team All-NBA. Monte Ellis is a 0-time All-Star. He's trading a 0-time All-Star for a guy who's 3rd team All-NBA 2 years ago and defensive specialist when you already have 2 of the same player. If you trading Monte Ellis for Bogut is probably an equivalent value-wise of trading Kyrie for AD. If you traded Kyrie for AD, then it's a different conversation. Then it's like, good trade. But Monte Ellis and Bogut were around the same level of player, and they had Steph Curry as well. And you want to know what they did? They chose the younger guy who was better and had higher potential. They chose Steph Curry. And it's like it would have been like if they had traded Steph Curry for Bogut, and then Curry went and cooked, and they still got Giannis because they made the playoffs that year with Monte Ellis and Brandon Jennings, and then Curry became Curry, and suddenly Curry's playing with Giannis, and they go and win it all. And they go win 5 rings. He goes win 5 rings in Milwaukee. It would be like, imagine trading Curry for Giannis, not Monte or for Bogut, not Monte Ellis for Bogut. It'd be like trading Curry for Bogut. Dirk Nowitzki, and the fact Dirk Nowitzki has now basically just done with the organization, an organization he has given his adult life to. Like, this is a man who almost didn't come to the NBA because he was going to join the German military. This is a man who went to the NBA. Like, Dirk was there with Dallas, and he was so bad earlier in his career, and Dallas stuck by him, the city stuck by him, the team stuck by him, everything with Luka. Like, there were a lot of positive things with Luka Doncic with Dirk and the Dallas Mavs. And then when it comes to Luka Doncic, Luka literally in an interview said, like said the best thing about going back to Dallas was the Dallas fans. It was great to see the fans cheer me. It was great to see the fans again. And like being asked, being like, would you have stayed your whole career in Dallas? He's like, that's a stupid question. Yes. And to see this freaking owner coming out and saying he didn't think Luka was going to sign the Supermax. No. You didn't want to give Luka the Supermax. Let's be honest here. You didn't want to give Luka the Supermax. And then the Mavs go and lose in the play-in. A year after making the finals, and defense wins championships. And ironically, by the way, I'm just putting it out there, Nico defense wins championships. Harrison, is Kyrie the greatest defensive player in the world? No. Your team this year, on paper, should have been better with AD for Luka, should have still been better on defense than last year. I'm sorry, maybe putting the ball in the basket wins championships. And there's no player in the NBA right now, including Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that puts the ball in the basket as well as Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic is just the best, as far as heliocentric play style goes, he is the number 2 best player in the world as far as that. Like, yeah, maybe he doesn't fit into a system as well as Shai, but Luka's better than Shai. Jokic is better than Shai. They're the 2 best players in the world. Giannis in that combo. 3 players. Unless Shai shows up in the playoffs. Like, unless Shai really shows up in the playoffs. And I hate the like, oh, Shai plays defense, Luka doesn't. And I'm like, Shai guards the worst guard on the other team. So does Luka. Like, obviously teams don't hunt Shai like they hunt Luka, but like, it's not like he guards anyone good anyway. Like, J-Dub, and in fairness, J-Dub sometimes guards bigs, but like J-Dub, Chet, and like Dort are their defenders. Like, Dort doesn't even play basketball, and they've got Caruso as well. Dort just runs around playing rugby, and he's somehow allowed to do it. But this has been the worst season for a team that's ever had. And not only that, like, how many people for the Dallas Mavericks fans have just not had their season tickets renewed? Like, I saw this thing, it's wrong, Twitter thing. That was for the WNBA channel. Subscribe to the WNBA channel if you enjoy WNBA content. But from this right here, watch the fans sitting near Dallas bench get warned not to say fire Nico, and Mavs GM Nico Harrison was courtside. The fan was reminded of the NBA fans' code of conduct. I don't know if fire Nico is against code of conduct. If it is, it is. The fan mentioned he cancelled the season tickets he had for 10 years and paid $1,000 per game. So, like, right behind the freaking Mavs, at the Mavs bench, near enough courtside, 10-year season ticket holder. Nah, I'm out. So the video, it's before the game. He saw Nico and shouted fire Nico. He's like 3rd row. Oh my God. Like, I still don't understand how fire Nico violates NBA. It doesn't. It just mean Nico and the Mavs are soft. The game is in Memphis. Hurts defense wins championship, guys. Like, I genuinely don't know what the situation is with Nico Harrison. I think they're going to keep him in a job. I don't know if there's conspiracies to this, but the fact that the guy just keeps repeating defense wins championships, and I don't regret anything. Defense wins championships. And to be honest, behind the scenes, he probably just keeps saying, Luka's not Kobe. We want Kobe. We want the next Kobe. We want Mamba mentality. Like, I genuinely don't know. And the funniest part about all this is that of all the players in the modern NBA, the player that Kobe embraced the most was Luka Doncic. Of everyone. And like, I know he did work with Tatum. I know he did stuff with Kyrie. But the player he actually seemed to embrace the most was Luka Doncic. But anyway, I'll see you guys.